Hello everyone, I'm the writer, and we're back to Dual Destinies! Let's keep going. Wait, what did I hit? Okay. In the middle of the Space Center bombing farm, we had another bombing incident. This one destroyed courtroom number 4. Furthermore, Apollo suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off. Unfortunately, Juniper Woods was fingered as the courtroom bomber. Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. We managed to clear Miss Wood's name. But Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Ted Detonate. You're not having fun, are you, buddy? Oh, hey, we're back at the agency.
Apollo's a tough guy, but this is taking a toll on him.
Yeah, poor guy. Being attacked by Ted Detonate like that on top of all of his other injuries. His best friend died too. Apollo is resting at the nearby Hicklefield Clinic. Well, that's back. I've had some experience with that place myself. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital of all places. You must miss him too, huh? Now they don't have anyone to tease. Don't worry, he's young. He'll heal quickly and be back before you know it. It's been a while since I last saw Trucy look so down. We won that court case, yet nobody feels much like celebrating.
Alright, enough of this, people! There's no time to be moping around. Now dry those eyes, both of you.
You're the one who's crying, Athena.
Technicalities! Look, we have work to do, and we have to take over.
Take over what exactly?
Apollo's Space Center case, of course. As the verdict's been reached, there's still a chance. I agree with Athena. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. We have to avenge our fallen comrade, right, Daddy?
Apollo hasn't exactly fallen, he's still alive, you know.
Good. Now that's settled. Let's get going. Come on, we gotta run.
But wait, right now? We better not be running the whole way. Here she goes. I better catch up. Can you take over the office, Trucy?
Sure thing, Daddy. Let's be careful out there. In the meantime, I'm gonna bake some cookies and fill up my magic candies for you.
Trucy seems to be feeling a little better. I can always count on Athena to perk up everyone with her enthusiasm.
Oh, she's back! Don't mind me, just forgot a few things. Wallet, phone, the documents, my bag.
Sounds like you forgot everything. I can always count on Athena for that, too.
Alright, you two, let's be careful out there.
Oh, my precious little daughter. Our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous, even I've heard of him. Oh, that's reassuring.
That's right, he's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up in the outer space 7 years ago.
You seem to know quite a bit about him. I'm all excited to meet the man. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. Apollo told me all about you. You're a phoenix, right? Apollo's mentor, right? Well, it was actually someone else. We just kind of forcibly adopted him. Yes, that's right. Mentor has a nice ring to it.
Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Ryan and I have got you covered.
And you're the new kid that Apollo told me about. Aw. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere?
Huh? You mean, other than at your trial? I don't think so.
I guess so. My mistake. Huh, foreshadowing. My memory isn't what it used to be. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my life. I mean, I'm an astronomically unlucky that I had a bomb go off in the middle of my trial. Yeah, the probability odds of that are low. Trust me. Trying to defend would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacesuit. Yikes, he seriously got to stop depressing himself. What was I called? Yeah.
Cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, the thing you said about entering the stratosphere just means we'd shine like shooting stars, right?
We also burn up on re-entry. Like shooting stars, huh? You know what? You're right. Why didn't I think of that? After all, that's what we are put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars. That's a good outlook on life. Guess I should have mentioned the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. Ah, yeah, here we go! 3, 2, 1! To the stratosphere and beyond! Yeah, I feel alive now. You can go ahead and ask me anything you want. Is that really all it takes? Wow, Phoenix, no need to be rude. So you have no memory of the incident at all? I'm so ashamed. My memory of the time is as black as clouded as a dark nebula. That's bad.
Still, it's strange you can't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said at the trial?
Would that cause amnesia then? You got it all wrong. I told him during the investigation too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I never took any medication, I swear. It is true. I developed a fear of space because of what happened 7 years ago. And I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know. Oh, the so-called Hat 1 miracle. It must have been a terrifying experience. But I'm still an astronaut at heart. Come what may. I would never take drugs that might impede my performance just before a launch. Okay. That launch meant everything to me. That's more certain than the theory of relativity. No. He seems like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know.
But the tranquilizers were found in your system.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I don't know why. I've done 4. If you didn't take them, then maybe someone slipped them into you? Exactly! That's exactly what I thought! I must have been the real culprit! Man, this is the one time I wish Clay was here, because I would imagine maybe Clay slipped it? I don't know. My medication was in the locker. Anyone could have gotten their hands on it.
Maybe the real culprit also planted the detonator switch in your pocket.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. I've been framed! I'll say. You maybe managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small? Like about the murder weapon, for example? That knife. I think it came up from one of the Space Senator's utility kits. Utility kits? Yeah, staff who work on the machinery a lot are given these special toolkits to use. All technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is. Okay. As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right? That's right. It was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft. You did? What kind of problems? Power failure, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control columns. A heat shield came off as we entered the atmosphere. I thought I was a goner. But I managed to make it somehow with all the popsicles and the ice packs from the freezer.
No wonder they dubbed it the Hat 1 miracle. It's a miracle you made it back.
Space is boundless place. That's why it's used to capture people's imagination. But the vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the scheme of things. Jesus Christ, what is that? The darkness just goes on forever and ever, without end. There was nobody else there. Nobody was gonna come and save me. I was all alone. All alone. With nothing to listen to but the sounds of my own breathing and heartbeat. I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking. An experience like that wouldn't make anyone afraid to go up into space.
With the experience you had, weren't you dreading the mission?
What? No way! Of course not. Even now I want to go into space so bad, I can barely stand it. I want to shake up the Earth's gravity and escape velocity and spin around weightless.
But you have to admit it was pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid?
Athena! I was afraid. Of course I was. Still am. But space is man's final frontier, an unknown world. The cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. The cosmic truth, huh? I guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up with the fight. One thing's for sure, Mr. Starbuck's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. The victim, Clay Tarrant, he was kind of like your protege, wasn't he? That wasn't a big exaggerated deal like master and apprentice or anything like that. But Clay did think of me as his mentor. The mentor and the protege. What a combination they must have been. With his encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and go back into space. But now...
That must have been very encouraging, huh?
Yeah, it's funny really. Whenever I hear him shout, "You're fine," I always got the feeling everything really was gonna be just fine.
You're fine. Apollo says I'm fine, and you're fine all the time, too. I always feel encouraged, too, whenever I hear him shout it.
Yeah, Clay and Paul were best buds. They used to come to visit the Space Center a lot, ever since they were in high school kids. One day out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. Those two hung around the Space Center so much, they were like part of the staff. One time during the zero-G training, I started to panic a little bit. And then the two of them took turns shouting, "You're fine!" over the radio. Oh my god. It was a simple thing, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. So I'm fine and you're fine were like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases, huh? Wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now. Well, too bad he's in the hospital.
Speaking of Clay, how did you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder?
Sorry, but I can't even begin to imagine. But he actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to exist. From the freedom of space, the walls of a cell. That prosecutor said that the dark night sky isn't half bad through the barred windows. Don't think about that.
You're fine. Solomon Starbuck is fine. Everything's gonna be alright.
Huh?
And Athena Sykes is fine. Come on, Mr. Wright, you too.
Do I really have to? Oh, come on. Phoenix Wright is fine.
I can hear you.
Phoenix Wright is fine.
We'll get back into space, yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us.
Apollo believed in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I'll put my faith in you. And I vowed to make it back into space. All I need to do is get a not guilty verdict. I'm sure it feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started.
Pronto! Good idea. Let's go. Wow, I was wondering what kind of place this space center would be. Have you never been here? It almost looks like an amusement park of the future.
Yeah! Did you know they even let the public see the rocket up close? Oh, so let's check it out. Look at how brightly the galaxy logo shines in the sunlight above the entrance. I really dig the stars and the rocket motif get going.
GAIAX, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program?
Yeah, but why the strange acronym? I mean, what is Gaia supposed to stand for? Galaxy?
If that were it, the whole thing would be something like Galaxy Exploration Agency? Which, if you ask me, I'd abbreviate to GAIAX or even Gaia.
I guess so. Oh, I know. Maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y.
This exchange is beginning to feel oddly like deja vu.
Anyway, this place is more than just a research facility. It also has a tourist attraction.
Tourist attraction? Don't make me laugh. It's a monument to the human race. Galaxy Scooter, full speed ahead! What the frick? Okay. Right. I forgot about you.
Yikes! Who's this geezer and what's he want?
Look upon me and look well, behold the great power of space science. Pardon me, but are you... My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos. I am the director of the Cosmos Space Center. The center of the cosmos!
Boss, that was pretty groan-inducing.
This person is the Space Center's director, then that means...
Ah, so you're one of the first to discover Clay's body, weren't you?
And who was the first person to find the victim? Actually, there were two of them. The Space Center director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Kanan's army. That is correct. I was honored to be the very first man in space and time to discover the body. But this talk of the incident, are you by any chance the space police? You can't track the word space onto any old thing, you know. We're Mr. Starbucks lawyers. We're here to investigate his case.
Oh, and we're Earth lawyers, by the way.
Ah, I see. Yes, I've heard about you. In that case, by my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate. I trust you are appropriately grateful. Now go ahead, have at it.
I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble.
Don't let him hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. Let's just be professional and ask him about when he found the body, okay? So, as a director, what do you do here at the Space Center specifically? Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going for the sake of mankind. I believe I used the word specifically in my question. Attention all personnel, take your break stations, prepare for break.
Oh, I get it. You're just wander around and tell people what to do in self-important manner.
That's exactly right, because I am an important man. My manner is important.
Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm.
Well, there's bound to be some people like that in the boundlessness of space. What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well, I will tell you. I was the central figure of the Hat 1 project. This may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now go ahead, have at it. I'd be more impressed if I knew what he did for it, specifically. Could you tell us more about what you knew about the incidents from the other day? I refuse. What? What? Explaining is a job for comic folk, not for the director of the Space Center of Cosmos. I mean, I'm butchering his lines. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom.
What? So does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That is correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind. No, not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about.
Looks like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about.
then let's at least try to ask him about the things that he might be willing to open up about. Yeah, why are you doing that? Stop, computer. Hat 1 was a rocket launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite the numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home? I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well, I will impart you the complete story of the Hat 1 project. Oh, thank you very much. Hat 1's noble mission was to collect samples from the asteroid. And Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for the flight. Eventually, the Hat 1 reached its planned orbit, from where it was launched the Hope probe towards the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey from the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Hat 1 returns safely to Earth.
That struggle was the instant known as the Hat 1 miracle occurred, right?
Correct, and it was truly a miracle. Of course, it just had to turn the ordeal into the movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. Obtained a few samples from the asteroids and returned to Earth but a few days ago. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them? Samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had the time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. Regrettably, we have had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. But this puts our space development program ahead of the other countries by several years. That's quite impressive. I guess this guy is isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all. In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. That is the greatest achievement in the history of the Space Center. The public fell in love with the space and all of its glorious potential. Moon rock. I remember that being big. Our endeavors with the moon rock lives on our work with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission, as the man who stands at the space center of the cosmos. I heard
there's a lot of research going on moon rocks and stardust from the asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all civilizations. It's like we're a new space race with every country out there.
What? Bite your tongue! It's not for anything so based as money or politics. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and for all, my illustrious mission. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me the finances are tight, but I won't hear it. I guess even a space program has to watch its budget.
By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing.
By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena.
Huh? I thought I'd better brush up for the case.
That's so. Holds the Magatama. Well, I will be on my way. As you can see, I'm a very busy and a very important man. Galactic scooter, fire up the main engine, max battle speed, and engage. That thing is surprisingly fast. I guess we better get going too.
You bet. Let's make it so.
So this is where Mr. Terran was murdered.
Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now, we're in the main building here on the right side on the 3rd floor. Claim Mr. Starbuck fled from the launch pad 1 after the explosion.
You there! No admittance without express permission.
We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate.
Sorry, nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me.
So Detective Fulbright is here?
Yes, he's in Launchpad 1 quarter. Go and get clearance from him, and then we'll talk.
Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What trick should I use on him today?
I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid.
So, to get to the Launchpad 1 corridor, I'll just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think.
Wait, that door. It looks awfully familiar.
Good eye there, boss. It's the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from Launchpad.
That explains it.
The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we just pass through. Now, come on, let's go.
Oh, jeez. So this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape.
Yep, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building.
I see police tape down at the other end. Guess we won't be looking at that launch pad.
After the explosion, the whole corridor must have been filled with smoke.
And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them.
Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot.
Huh? Ah, it's you lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here's a little rocket sightseeing. We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share?
Boss, if he acts all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it?
Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? Info on the case, huh? Alright! I'll gladly share some with you.
Huh? What just happened?
Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it! Just take whatever you want from me. Your info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today.
I don't know. There's something weird about this, Detective Fulbright, today.
Well, we need information, so let's just run with it.
If you say so.
Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene?
There's an officer on guard and we can't get in. Oh, whatever shall we do?
That's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigating to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even. I shall have some snacks delivered. One of the men gave a mean neck rub. No, that's okay, but thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know.
Detective Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. Kind of gross, actually. Do you think he hit his head or something?
Who knows? Whatever the case is, it's making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incident, weren't you, Detective? That's right! I was here on the security assignment.
This place is required to secure rocket launches now. I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. Well, you know us. To serve and protect. Aha! The explosion occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading evacuation. You're leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened? Of course. A bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. But after that one, the one in the launch pad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and employees to evacuate to the shelter. Shelter. That's right, there's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like.
So where were you when the first bomb went off?
I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosions. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way.
Wasn't it impossible to get down there to the basement shelter?
No, we lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable. But at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter.
Wow, what an ordeal. But climbing down on an emergency ladder kinda sounds fun.
Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment. I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay?
Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too.
Well, never mind that. Ha ha ha! I thought you should know that there was a witness. Of course there was. Could you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. While she was climbing down, she looked through the window on the 3rd floor lounge.
So she was looking into the crime scene from the outside?
That's right. I was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know that she saw exactly yet, though.
You don't, but that's the most important thing of all.
Haha, don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should be somewhere in the Space Center. You might even run into her. A 4th floor employee, huh? Alright, thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright.
Gee, sure I'm being too cooperative today, Detective. A little too cooperative, even.
Yes, well, actually, something you can't talk about? Yes, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. Oh, and he took the theme away with him. What was that all about?
Something is definitely going on. I'm gonna get in and out of him the next time I see him.
Okay. I'm not so sure he'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. Aw. You two. Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He said I should also bring you some snacks and give you a neck rub too, if you like.
That's alright, but thank you for the offer.
Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now, let's see. Where's that diagram again? So this is the lounge of the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Paul, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend.
Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of a third person then.
You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem, though. This room. It's just so big.
Don't worry! We can use this to help us!
A Space Center pamphlet for tourists?
Yep! Picked it up on the entrance. Maps inside should come in handy. Let's see. Yep! Here it is, a map of the lounge.
How big is the lounge? Oh my god.
This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright.
Oh yeah, this is the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess the map makes it a little easier.
Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person.
Wait, there's just one more thing. What's with that strange creature moving around outside the window?
Oh, boss, it's just a holographic image.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Phew, that's a relief.
There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says here in the pamphlet anyway.
The only reason you're so eager to start is that so you can push that button, isn't it?
And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we're looking for clues.
Alright, fine, let's get to investigating. Oof, I think I'll call it here then. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye!